Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today I'm here to share my experiences with you on Dunham Sports and the return policy, but this target that I bought from Dunham Sports as well. So I went to Dunham Sports the other day. They sent out a flyer and I wanted to buy a 3D target, so I bought this, which is the shooter buck. And they had this one, the large shooter buck, the big shooter buck, for the same price as the small shooter buck. So I've been needing a 3D target, so I thought, great, you know, $80. This is an $80 target too, so you get what you expect it to be an $80 target. So I went to Dunham's and picked this thing up Sunday. It's Thursday today, and brought it home. My son shot it a few times, and no big deal. My son shot it and worked out just fine. After I shot it 6 times, here's what the backside of it looked like. And I'm gonna get closer to the camera. Here's what the back side of it looks like. You can see big chunks of styrofoam out of there. I can fit 2 fingers in there, same way here. Big chunks of styrofoam. And you can see this target, looking at it, that's the back side of it. Here is the front side of it. So that's it. That's all it's been shot at. And most of those arrows actually in there were shot by my son in his like little 20-pound compound bow. Only shot that were made by me was 6. There were 6 arrows shot. I shoot 3 arrows at a time, 2 rounds, and it was blowing styrofoam out the back. So I contacted Experince, the company who makes this, and they make the Glendale buck and the black hole and some of those targets like that. I contacted them. After several days I had no reply from them, and then I finally decided to check on the RMA and found that they had indeed improved the returns, but they wanted me to mail this back to them. And on the shipping label, or on the label that they sent to me, there's nothing on the label except for their address and my address and a little bit of information. So nothing. I got to pay return shipping on this. Here's the box that this thing goes in. This is an $80 target. How much is return shipping going to cost me? So instead of paying return shipping, what I decided to do was I decided to take it to Dunham Sports and just get my money back there. So when I got there, the lady took one look at this target and said that she would not refund my money. And the reason she would not refund my money was because it had been shot. And I said, yes ma'am, I know it's been shot. That's how I know it's defective. How do you know it's defective until it's been shot? And she said that this is normal for a 3D target. She said, and she kept saying, you're shooting it with a compound bow. You're shooting it with a compound bow. And I said, ma'am, I've owned 100 different targets, archery targets, and after 6 arrows, they don't do this. This is ridiculous. So she offered me another one in exchange for another one, and I said, no, I don't want another one. And I said, definitely not if this is your return policy. I don't want another one. I don't want to do business, you know, with you guys if you won't take back something that's been shot 6 times and is obviously defective. So then she went away for a few minutes and came back. And when she came back, she said, sir, I will not refund your money. And at that point, and this is going to be graphic language, at that point I said, well, that's fucking ridiculous. And she looked at me and she said, sir, do not cuss at me. Do not talk down to me. And I said, ma'am, that is ridiculous that you will not return a product that is obviously defective. And I said, that is just plain effing stupid that you will not return a product that is obviously defective. And I said, you obviously don't know what you're talking about if you think that this is normal for a target to be shot, to have big chunks of foam coming out the backside of it. And at that point, she decided she was going to call mall security on it. Our Dunham's is in a mall, so that should tell you right there. But she decided she was going to call mall security on it. So I told her, I said, you go ahead and fucking call mall security, and you tell them that I told you to kiss my ass, and you tell them they can kiss my ass too. And then I stormed out of Dunham's, and on the way out she was screaming that I was banned for life and I could never come back again. So I want to read you Dunham's return policy, because by this return policy, she was actually correct not to return the thing. This is Dunham Sports return and exchange policy. An original sales receipt dated within 30 days is required for all returns and exchange. I've had this thing for a week. All refunds must be new, unused, and have original packaging and accessory. How are you supposed to know something's defective if it's new? If I never took this target out of the box, how would I have known that it was going to have big chunks of foam coming out the back after 6 shots? All refunds with an original sales repeat will be issued in the original method of payment. No big deal. Debit, blah, blah, blah. Cash debit, blah, blah, blah. Exceptions. Returns with a gift receipt. Anyway, that stuff's not important. Here's the other one. Non-refundable items include, but are not limited to, used, shop-worn or distressed items, firearms and ammunition, swimsuits, all undergarments, including athletic supporters. No one wants to take those back. Worn footwear, bats, and motors. Some items cannot be returned if opened. So if you open anything from Dunham Sports, it automatically falls into this category. If you have used anything that you bought at Dunham Sports, it automatically falls into this category. This target, even though it was only shot 6 times, actually falls into the category of used. And it actually falls into the category of open. So, again, they say Dunham Sports reserves the right to limit or deny any refund or exchange. This return policy to me is ridiculous. This is obviously a defective item. How are you supposed to know if the item is defective or not if you don't take it back, if you don't use it, if you don't open it up? So once you open something from Dunham Sports, absolutely no way they're going to return it. They're going to tell you no whenever you take it back. And the lady there at the Dunham Sports in Joplin, Missouri, was hostile from the get-go. She was very hard to deal with. And she absolutely, I knew she was going to be trouble right from the second she walked over. She absolutely was not going to give me my money back on that. As far as exchanging, I don't shop at Dunham's. That's the only one time I shopped at Dunham's was because I saw something that was on sale. I don't like going to Dunham's anyway. Now I definitely will not go back to Dunham's, but the only reason I bought it was because it was on sale. Now, I have had items through Bass Pro that I have taken back, and they've had no problem with exchange policy there. Cabela's, again, no problem with returning items there. Absolutely none. I had a bow that I bought one time at the Bass Pro in Springfield that was at the outlet store, and when I got the bow home, there was a problem with the limbs. The limbs were messed up. You buy something at the outlet store in Bass Pro at Springfield, it's as is. I called them up anyway. I told them, you know, what was wrong with it, and the manager up there at Bass Pro in Springfield said, yes, bring it back. Bring it back, we'll refund your money. No, absolutely no problem. They went above and beyond on a customer service that time. They did not have to return, and I didn't think they were going to. I took the bow back up there, and they exchanged it for another one. They made sure it wasn't defective, and they handed me the bow, and I was out the door. So, same way with Academy. I called Academy one time. I had some hunting boots that I bought from over there, and the boots were just so uncomfortable that I couldn't wear them. They were just killing me. So I called Academy. I told them, I said, hey, I've got these hunting boots. You know, they're hurting my feet so bad. I know you're probably not going to take them back, but I wanted to try and see. And Academy said, bring them back. You know, these boots, I'd had them for 2 months at that point. But hunting, you know, you don't wear them every day. At that point, I'd had them for 2 months, and I'd worn them 5 or 6 times, and I realized that I just couldn't wear those things. Academy, absolutely no problem bringing those boots back. I took those boots back over there. Didn't even have the original box. Had the original receipt, and gave it to them. They gave me my money back, no questions asked. I've had similar issues with Cabela's, and I had no trouble with getting them to return the money. But Dunham Sports in Joplin, Missouri, absolutely would not return my money on an obviously defective item. And the manager there was hostile right from the get-go, and of course I got hostile too. At the end there, I was pissed, as if you can't tell. There is a video I got on my phone that's a little bit more candid. So, but absolutely, I will absolutely never do business with Dunham Sports again, especially with this return policy. So, it makes me deathly afraid to buy any big items from there. I mean, this is an $80 item, which for some people, $80 is nothing. But for me, $80 on a target, that's expensive. You know, that's more money than what I want to spend on something just to shoot it 6 times. So that return policy makes me never want to buy anything from Dunham's again. That return policy scares the heck out of me and makes me I'll never buy anything from them again, because if that's the return policy, then you go there and buy a fish finder and open it up and it doesn't turn on, they don't have to take it back. The return policy says that once you open it, it is technically used and they don't have to take it back. So that's my experience with Dunham Sports, and it absolutely was not a positive one. So check their website out if you want. Go like, subscribe, and please share this video. If you don't share any of my other videos, please share this video and let other people know the experience that I had with Dunham's, so maybe they can avoid the experience that I've had. So again, check those out. Check out our Facebook page and all that stuff like that. I'm so pissed off right now. I'm not even really feeling like doing the outro. So I appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate you guys sharing this video.